call to Zoshii, as she's known to her remarkable vlogging community. She's a vlogger and she's going to tell us a little bit about the vlogging world. So, a big round of applause for Zoshii, please.
Hi. Oh god, can I adjust this? I thought I'm going to get kryptonite. Is this adjustable? Is it? Thank you so much. Okay, hi guys. I did not plan anything whatsoever. Yay, best place to go. I thought some people were just going to like ask me questions or something. So, I think the best place to start is by basically telling you guys who I am and what I do. Yeah? Yeah. Cool. So I'm Zoshii. The reason I chose that name is because my channel was originally made to express my love for like Japanese pop culture. So anime, manga, comic books, cosplaying, learning Japanese dance routines, and I wanted a kind of a Japanese sounding theme for my channel. And Zoshii was the closest thing to what sounded like my actual name. So yes, that's how that name came about. And what I basically do is I make dance covers. That's where I started. So there's this craze that goes on YouTube, especially if you're into Japanese pop culture, which is, you know, someone on like Nico Duga will make a dance routine to a Japanese song, and then this craze will start where loads of people will learn the routine and dance the routine, and everyone watches each other's routines to see like whose version they like the most, and that's kind of what I started with. I would watch a lot of dance routines and I would try and learn them. And I never intended to actually start a YouTube channel through it. I just wanted to, I just had an account and I thought, oh, I'll just post a video, do you know what I mean? I'll just see what it feels like, you know, I might get 2 or 3 people looking at it, ooh, that'd be nice. And, but yeah, so I started posting them and, you know, I started getting more subscribers. And I started taking it a bit more seriously. You know, as soon as you realise people are watching you, you start taking things more seriously. You start thinking, ooh, maybe I should learn a dance every week. Maybe I should, you know, actually like kind of promote it and tell them that there's going to be a new video next week. You know, so you kind of get swept up in the YouTube thing, I think. Like, I mean, I'm not talking like, I'm not a big YouTuber or nothing like that, don't even. Like, I'm just literally, I got asked up, like, to come here and talk. That's what I'm doing, I'm just gonna ramble to you for the next 10 minutes, so I apologize. But, yeah, you can't help but just get swept up in the whole community of it all, because it's amazing. Even if you've only got 10 people watching you, it's amazing to just know that people are there, waiting for you to give them something, and you know, not just that, but they actually enjoy it and they want it. You know what I mean? They're waiting for it because they've seen what you've done and they enjoyed it. And they go, oh wow, you're really good at this. You should keep this up. Can't wait to see what you do next. And that little bit of ego boost is just like, that's really cool. And then people actually like what I do and they appreciate it. So I try to expand that by going into other aspects as well. I think something that's really important to talk about is the fact that YouTube, when it first started, it was just this little, like you guys probably remember, it was just this little, like, kind of really basic white page with a screen. You know, the whole comment section wasn't really a real deal, do you know what I mean? It was so basic. And now it's this huge deal where people are making money off of it. You know, people are getting careers out of it. People are like, you know, going off to these massive Comic Cons and having their own panels of millions of people. And it's such a big deal now, but something that's really, really difficult, like even the big YouTubers are struggling to deal with, is the whole copyright issue that's going on with YouTube at the moment. There's this massive deal of, you know, when YouTube first started, you could just post whatever the hell you wanted. Do you know what I mean? You could just make a video of anything. It was like you've been framed, essentially, just channel for You've Been Framed. But now it's like everything has to be original. Do you know what I mean? Everything has to be your own ideas. You can't have music, you can't, you know, use clips from movies. Everything has to be original. And because I started learning dance routines, that's what my like subscribers want the most from me, but it's now the hardest thing for me to do because YouTube are so on it. They're like, they've literally got this machine that goes around the website and just picks out anything that it's heard before. and you could get sued for that. Literally, that's how YouTube works now. So you have to be extremely careful. Like, your channel can get banned like that. So working around that for me is the most difficult part, because what everyone wants from my channel the most is the dance routines. But yeah, so I've tried to expand it. I go to Comic-Cons, I make cosplay, and I film myself going to Comic-Cons, and I vlog it. And, you know, I film the development of making of the costumes. And, you know, another thing that I do on my channel is, so I generally just like nerdy stuff. And I love this book called Fighting Fantasy, which is one of those like Goosebumps type books where you choose your own ending. You know, those ones where you read it and then it kind of goes, do you want to do this or this? So I love those books. I grew up loving those books. And there was one called Fighting Fantasy, which came out in the 80s. And one of my first ever videos was just basically talking to the audience and just telling them what this book was and what it was about, and listing off all the books that were in the series. Really basic, nothing-ish video. But I had so much great response to it, mostly from like older people that were just fascinated that someone so young is into something they were into in the 80s. But I had an amazing response, because I actually had one of the authors comment on my video, and that was so amazing for me. Like, that was so cool. And I was just like, obviously, I was just like, oh my god, we're not worthy! We're not worthy! Like, typical nerd reaction. But it was really good, and then, you know, that encouraged me to carry on making more videos about it. You know, I went to book signings, and I met more of the authors, and so that's a perfect example of how you just try to give back. You do something good, and it encourages you to go off and make more. Do you know what I mean? Okay, I feel like I've introduced my channel a bit more now. Is there any questions now? Has anyone got anything? Yeah?
I was going to ask, what for you is the most rewarding thing about posting online?
The most rewarding thing for me personally is the interaction with, like, getting the feedback. I love hearing feedback from the viewers, because it's gotten to the point now where there's a couple of subscribers who I recognize who come back to every single video, and they'll either have something, like one of them has something lovely to say every single time, and it just encourages me so much. And another one likes to just wind me up. Like, they just love to say something really weird and kind of annoying. But even that I appreciate, because it shows that they're waiting for the next video to come out so that they can whine about it and say something silly. So even that I really appreciate. So now I've gotten into the habit of whenever I post a video, I'm like, oh yeah, here's this, blah blah blah. Let me know what you think. Do you like it? Do you want more of this? Do you want me to do something else? Do you want me to never do this again? Anything is really appreciated. So for me personally, it's definitely the feedback. Because it gives me an idea of what to do in the future, and what works and what doesn't work. Do you know what I mean? So yeah. Any more questions?
What advice would you give someone if they're looking to set up a YouTube channel, like rights and wrongs?
Okay, so stuff that I've definitely learned from trying to run this channel is timekeeping is a massive thing, and it's something that I still struggle with. Like, if you don't have the time to post videos, then maybe wait until you've got time. Do you know what I mean? Because especially now, especially at the standard that YouTube is now, YouTube is like, it's like a business now. They expect you to have a schedule and stick to it. Even the people that watch expect, you know, a video to come out every day or every week. They expect a video to be released when you say it's going to be released. Do you know what I mean? So I think the biggest thing I could say is that know like how much you can give, so that you can actually give that. Because something that I definitely struggled with over the course of, I think it was last year, was that I definitely had I had good intentions. Like, I was like, oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to post this on this time, like every time this time comes around, I'm going to do this and now the other. And I actually struggled to keep with that. And when you've got a flip-floppy schedule, no one knows when to catch you. Do you know what I mean? It's like trying to catch that friend who's always ghosting. You never know when he's going to be there, when he's not. Do you know what I mean? And it's exactly like that, you know, especially if people want to see content from you. And another big tip is, again, with the copyright stuff, try and make it original from the off. Because if you start with an idea that's kind of from another idea and it's got a bit of, you know, it's not quite original, then, and if it turns out to be really great, then people are going to keep wanting that, but you might not be able to keep up with that because you might get in trouble eventually. So if you can start with like original ideas from the off, I would definitely recommend that. I would recommend that as timekeeping. Those are things I would say. Any more?
What about cybersecurity, like commenters and kind of the stuff that becomes a little bit nasty, but like how do you kind of keep yourself secure online?
Okay.
Trolls.
That's it, yeah, trolls. Okay. Well, I saw you two raise your hands, so I'll come to you guys next. So, that's a good question. So, trolling. Right. I am a very defensive person. I'm just going to be totally honest. Someone says something like kind of, sideways to me, or is a bit, I'm on it. I'm just like, but with YouTube, it's so hard because you've got to like show an example, and you've got to be like kind of professional about it. Like there's a couple of times where, because I like Japanese stuff, I get a lot of commenters being like, oh, YouTube trash or whatever, like, oh, Weibo, fucking Weibo, like saying all these horrible things, and just, because sometimes I like to use Japanese in my descriptions, like I actually speak and write in Japanese as well. So I like to use that in my videos sometimes. And I get people going, oh, you're not fucking Japanese, stop talking in Japanese, but you just got to ignore them because it's like, well, no, I'm not Japanese, you know what I mean? I can't, even if I dressed up as a geisha and went to Japan and friggin' lived in a temple, I'm never going to be Japanese, so you're not really telling me anything I don't know there, but thanks, whatever. And there's been times where I've read horrible comments and I'm halfway through like saying, yeah, well, this about you and your mum this and da. And halfway through I've gone, oh crap, I'm doing that again. I've had to delete it, and I'm just like, oh, thanks for the advice. Catch you next time, But it's literally, you've just got to, it's definitely one of the biggest things I've had to overcome because I'm so defensive. But yeah, you just got to learn to ignore it. And I think that's what most people do now, because it's the internet. As soon as you put yourself on the internet, you're going to get crap, and you just got to be strong enough to ignore it. Okay, I think I'm running out of time probably, so I'm just going to quickly come to these two. Let's go with that one first, because I saw you raise your hand earlier.
Yeah, how can you raise your views when people are viewing your stuff on YouTube?
Grossing it, so just like expanding it and getting more attention. Promotion. I mean, like, I've never been much of a social media person, so I could probably do a hell of a lot more in terms of promoting myself. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, blah blah blah, all those things. You just gotta get on there and just kind of just tell everyone that you exist. And like, if you've got a channel and you know what your theme is and you know what you're doing, then try and get some collaborations going. You can always promote each other. You know what I mean? Like, if you've got friends that are doing things as well, you can get together and try something out, you know what I mean? You can share it on your channel, they can share it on their channel, you can just... So yeah, promotion is definitely the biggest thing. I would say word of mouth, I mean, that's great as well, but realistically, you gotta put the work in. Like, I'm part of about 30, 40 YouTube groups on Facebook. And every time I release a video, I promote it on these 30 different Facebook channels. And then through that, we all help each other out. We watch each other's videos, we promote each other. So it's all about promotion and just community and helping each other out. That's what I would say. And finally, this
so in a day and age where you can almost find like 100 videos on the same thing all the time, how do you deal with finding inspiration for the originality behind your videos?
So the question, yeah, I'm trying to, it's like came from different directions and I'm trying to find the core of the question. So with so many videos out there that do the same thing, how do you find a way of creating something original? Is that the question? Okay. I wouldn't call myself the most original person in the world. I know that. I know my videos aren't overly original because when I started the channel, I did videos that were inspired by YouTubers that I liked. And I just wanted to be able to do the same things as them. So I think it depends on what the theme of your channel is, If you've created a music YouTube channel, then it's quite easy because it's your it's your stuff, can't remember the word, but it's your music, do you know what I mean? You created it, you wrote those songs, you put the music together, so that's already yours. I think it's just a case of, yeah, it depends on what your art is. I do dance routines and I learn dance routines, but I've started, because I've done dance for a long time, and so now I've tried to go in the direction where I'm creating my own dance routines now. And that's my way of trying to make it original. So I'm keeping the Japanese theme. I'm giving people what they want from me, but I'm trying to make it original by creating my own dance routines with it instead of, do you know what I mean? I think, again, it's really difficult. That's why YouTube, like the whole copyright thing, is so frustrating. Because people think they're making original stuff. Like, spoofs, you know, like people that dress up as Ariana Grande and change the lyrics and take the piss out of her, essentially. They'll be like, yeah, it's original, I'm doing that, I've made the video, but like, YouTube will pick up on the music in the background and they'll be like, copyright, we got you, we see what you're doing, you're giving these people a way of downloading this song without buying it. It's like, no, I'm doing something completely different. But yeah, I would say it's extremely difficult, but it's easier depending on the form. The art form, that's the word I was trying to think of. It depends on the art form that you're doing. So that's what I would say. So yeah, I'm going to stop now because I've got a feeling I've been rambling. But thank you so much for listening to me. Thank you so much.